another duo here. Oh, interesting start positions.
Yeah, we may be seeing a single factory spawn here, potentially.
Ooh. I don't think we've seen one of those yet.
No.
And Flash and Sabutai are more sort of traditional positions from what we've seen of other matches. Sabutai gone Armada, going to go bots, Shox.
I think they're going to boost.
Bots. Flash.
They're getting the East team are combining to make bots, and I think they're just going to Pee-wee or Flea rush and take out one of their opponents as fast as possible.
So when they do this, does it make sense for one of them to be Cortex then? Because ErpieDerp's chosen Cortex in this.
It could just be his preference.
I was going to say, it's probably his preference. It's not likely to make a huge deal of difference.
There you can see him combining their collective resources.
They've queued up 4 Fleas, 2 Rectors, 4 Constructors, and 15 Pee-wees. So what you'll probably find is that some of the Constructors are given to ErpieDerp, and he then uses them, but all the fighting units are controlled by Shox, who are, again, very experienced player, completely capable of multitasking with them.
And Fleawees find each other there.
They're trying to deny the scout, but they're not going to. They may not. No, they're not going to manage it. That Flea will be able to see stuff. There is an LLT on the bottom side of the base on ErpieDerp's side, but the top side is open-ish.
Both stop assisting the factory though as they build up more energy.
Yes, which is important to do because, especially with constructors, they are very energy hungry. If you try boosting out an constructor without enough energy, you're just going to stall.
And bit of damage in the back of Flash's base there.
1 wind, 1 solar. No, sorry, 1 wind, 1 mechs destroyed.
Yeah.
We've had a request from the dev team that if timing allows, could we change the finals to be a best of 5? So that is something that may be changing depending on timing.
Yes, I think it's something I've actually considered myself, whether we should do that. It would be quite spectacular to see that as a best of 5. I think if the development team decide what the 5 maps could be in advance, we'll see how that goes.
So we've been asked from Discord chat after this round if we can show what the current leaderboard looks like and where all the standings are.
Absolutely, I think that would be a good time to do it.
I am trying to keep an eye on at the chat at the same time, but
yes, it's not that easy.
No, we can see that. Not entirely sure whether this shared start here is actually playing out for them. They do not have the unit advantage, and they do not have the map control advantage either. So,
interestingly, economies are almost identical at the moment. There's a slight advantage to West into production at the moment. But actual metal produced overall, they're neck and neck, both 3.1k.
Oh, this flea around the back.
So annoying. The flea is so cheap, and you can get so much done with just a couple of them.
Oof. They're not very good at passing over water, though.
No.
We're going to get 2 engineers.
Yeah, 2 constructors with only 5 Pee-wees. Also, it's causing Sabutai to send his other forces back, leaving his command slightly more exposed. Unlikely to be a risk at the moment, but it does prevent him from pressuring things should his commander get pressured itself.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, because of those units being moved off as well, because Flash has moved his up there, that he's able to try and lock down this bottom area of their map.
Yeah.
While Shox is locking down the top side as well.
That shared factory, that's now changing to a vehicle factory. And this is one of the things that we saw on this map with the 1v1 tournament a lot. Everybody started bots and then transitioned to vehicles as soon as they could, because bots are really good to secure the map. Securing the territory in this map is really important with the choke points. But vehicles are really strong here because it's so flat.
Seems that Sabutai and Flash are very interested in taking the middle.
Yes.
Oh, an potential engagement here between Shox and Sabutai.
Interesting taking the middle. That is the opposite of what we were saying we expected people to be doing based on resource positions and stuff. At the same time, though, obviously it is easy to defend the middle.
But Flash has already got control of the bottom area, and Shox already has the top. So, although Flash doesn't have much defending the bottom area, he has the mexes being built.
I would argue that having mexes there and no defenses means you don't control it, you just currently own it.
Yes, that is true.
ErpieDerp's commander walking forwards obviously will take out that light laser turret. That's a really good example. If there had been a second NLT a little bit behind and to the side of that one, ErpieDerp's commander could have been in some serious trouble there.
Yeah, because he's down to, what, 55% health?
Yeah.
That was just from one tower.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing to note here is look how far forward Sabutai is pushed. He's right outside of their base right now. He might be doing a Taku.
Is that what we're calling a Taku now, is it?
I think he's just spotted 2 LLTs. I have to rethink that.
Importantly, the Januses. Januses are really good at sniping commanders owing to their high impulse damage. First shot, loads of damage, massive reload time. But if you've got 5 of them, you can take out a comm. Who cares about reload time, right?
It's that alpha strike that really, really matters. That's an interesting place for the radar tower. I suppose that's got quite reasonable coverage, but it doesn't have visibility of the middle there.
Arguably a foolish place for the energy converters.
Yeah.
That is a risky position right there because there's no laser turret in front of them.
Derp's just lost his expansion and still does not actually have a factory. He is purely playing tower defense mode. So or he thinks he's playing League of Legends, one of the two.
I was going to say, it's chickens mode is what he's playing. It's PvE, right? That's what he's thinking.
His teammate didn't call the opposition chickens for a joke, and ErpieDerp took it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're playing chickens, are we? Right.
Fantastic. I know how to do this.
I love.
Sabutai's a bit open here.
He's got
Januses are going to... but the Januses will make short work of those LLTs.
Oh, God, yes.
I believe 5 is the magic number of Januses that you need to take out to one-shot a commander. And typically what you do is you remove the fire at will, you put them on hold fire to make sure they don't pre-fire on something else by mistake.
We noticed that Sabutai's also transitioned to vehicle plants and is building a ridiculous amount of energy storage.
That's a lot of energy storage, which on this map is a bit of a silly idea, I think. If wind dropped down to 1, completely agree, you want a lot of energy storage. Wind only goes down to 12, so 3 is probably too many, let alone 6. That's each one of those is 170 metal versus 225 for Stumpy. He could get like 3 more Stumpies out of that.
Be interested to see if Derp he actually plans on building a factory at all. Because this single factory tactic hasn't really worked out for them, and Derp might be just about to lose his comm. There he goes.
Calm down. This could be a 2-0 knockout. Oh my goodness. I was expecting ErpieDerp and Shox to really, give a lot and manage to, claw it back and make it a 1-1, but no.
Well, they haven't lost yet, although it's not looking good.
There is a 12.5 versus 9.8k metal advantage for the western side. All 3 comms are relatively near each other right now as well. If they can snipe Shox's comm, instant victory.
There's a substantial amount of units lost difference though. A substantial amount of unit production difference. We've got the left team producing basically 200 units, while the Shox team are only with 130. Those numbers are going to start adding up, which is what we're seeing.
In mind, not all units are equal. Fleas and PVs versus hammers and stumpies, not quite the same. Shox's commander is in serious trouble here. Yep, that's it. We actually saw Sabutai start self-destructing his commander just to make sure that he'd take out Shox's. That's a 2-0 to Sabutai and Flash.
It is. It is indeed a 2-0 to Sabutai and Flash. That's incredible, isn't it? That we thought this was going to be the game to watch, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So for the next stage, are we watching stage? We're watching stage 2. It's Teddy and Taku for the first game, I believe. Is that correct?
I think we should quickly
Yes.
show the leaderboard, show what's going on, have
That
a
would
quick
be a good
recap
idea.
of what's going on, and then move go into the next game.
Absolutely. So if I now jump